Hello there, my name is Demetris and I'm the founder of Perfect English. And today we're launching a series of videos to show you how to write business emails. Our purpose is to provide you with some models that you can use to suit your needs. So we're going to be zeroing in on some generic emails that can be adapted to suit your needs or the needs of your company. And the first type of email that we're going to be looking at today is an inquiry email. So let's say that you want to send an email to a company to request some information about their services or their products. Or let's say that you want to take part in a competition and you want to find out more about that particular competition. Or let's say that you're interested in taking part in an event and you want to send an email to the organizers of the event. So how can you do that? Let's delve right into it and I'm going to show you how. So here's the model we're going to be working with. It's a generic model, like I said before. So it's an inquiry about services or products or events or contests. And we start off with the subject line. The subject line is quite important because, as you know, most business people are busy nowadays and they receive a great deal of emails, so they don't read all of them. And that's why it's important to attract their attention with a very specific and concise subject line. So since you're going to be sending them an inquiry email, that's the ideal subject line. Request for information regarding, and then very briefly, in 1 or 2 words, what you want to find out more about, which is the name of the product, or what the service is called, or the name of the contest or competition, or the name of the event that you want to attend. Now let us move on to the email itself, the main body, as we say. So here's the email. We start with a polite greeting, "Dear Mrs. Brown," and we place a comma after the greeting. And let me read the rest of the email to you. "My name's James Smith, and I work for Business Solutions as a public relations officer. I'm writing to inquire about, or I'm writing to request some information concerning your courses, or concerning your products, or concerning your services, or concerning the exhibition or the fair, or concerning the contest that you mention or advertise on your website. More specifically, I would like to know if you could send me or send us a sample of whatever it is that you are requesting, or when and where something will take place, or if I can attend, or how I can register for, or what the conditions and requirements are to take part in the contest." And that's the end of the first paragraph. As you know, emails should be short and to the point, so we try to have as few paragraphs as possible. Let us move on to the next one. So you may have a sentence like this, and you may not. That's why I placed it in parentheses. It's not absolutely necessary. It really depends. Let me read it to you. "I would greatly appreciate a prompt reply, as I'm keenly interested in the product, service, the event, or taking part in this particular contest." And then we move on to the next sentence, which is absolutely essential. "I would be glad to answer any questions you might have, or provide any clarification concerning my request. Should you prefer to contact me by phone, my work phone number is 210-6928-592, which, by the way, is our phone number here at Perfect English." And that's the end of the second paragraph of the main body. And then we finish with a very brief sentence. "Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to hearing from you. Kind regards." And you close off with your name, James Smith, and your title, Public Relations Officer, Business Solutions. Now I'm going to go over this email one more time with you, and I'm going to analyze exactly what we're doing with each sentence in this email. The first sentence, my name is James Smith, introduces yourself to the recipient of the letter. If they do not know you, they need to know who they're dealing with. So that's the first thing you should start with in the email. And I work for Business Solutions. Then you need to mention the name of the company that you represent as a public relations officer. And finally, you also need to mention the title that you hold in that company. Now, with this sentence, the recipient of the email knows exactly who they're dealing with, and they have all the basic information they need about you. With the next sentence now, we get straight to the point. I'm writing to inquire about. So it's very important to say, I am writing to, because that states your intention. Okay? So we either choose the verb inquire about or the verb request. You can also say, I'm writing to request some information, and then you may use a formal word like concerning, or maybe even regarding, rather than the word about, your courses, or your products, your services, the exhibition, the fair, or the contest. So here you mention what you need information about. And then finally, in the same sentence, you also tell the recipient of that email where you obtained the information that led you to write this email. So most likely you found it somewhere on the internet, most likely you found it on their website. Okay. And then you might want to give some more detail. So you use a phrase like more specifically. And you continue with the phrase, I would like to know if, and then you make a request again. If you could send me, or send us. Now this depends on whether you want them sent directly to you, or you want to identify with your company, so that you choose the pronoun us, send us, meaning send to Business Solutions, the company that I work for. A sample or something, if you are requesting information about a product that you are interested in buying, so then you might want to take a look at a sample of that product. But if you are requesting information about something else, about a service, or about competition or a contest, or about an event, then you can say that. When and where this exhibition will take place. Or if I can attend this exhibition, or how I can register for this contest or competition, or what the conditions and requirements are to take part in the contest. Okay. And then in the second paragraph, you start by saying, I would greatly appreciate a prompt reply. That's not absolutely necessary, because in most cases you should expect a prompt reply anyway. You don't need to tell them that. But let's say that something is really important for you and you're really anxious to get a quick reply, so you may want to include that sentence as well in your email. Okay? As I'm keenly interested in the product, service, event, or taking part in the contest. There you are indicating to them that you are really interested in that. Okay, that you are enthusiastic about it. And then you continue with, I would be glad to answer any questions you might have. Again, by saying that, you are showing them how keen you are in either buying the product or the service, or taking part in the contest, or attending the event. Or provide any clarification concerning my request. Now, with this part of the sentence, you are encouraging them to ask you any questions, or to ask you for clarification, to continue this kind of conduct with you. Should you prefer to contact me by phone, my work phone number is, and then with this sentence, you are giving them an alternative to sending you an email. Because sometimes calling somebody on the phone can get things done more quickly. And so you're also indicating how available you are and how keen you are. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to hearing from you, which is a standard closure anyway. Now, what I'd like us to look at is some useful vocabulary. So let's start with work for a company. That's what we usually say. So in that case, James Smith works for Business Solutions. We move on to inquire about. Okay, inquire about a product or a service. Then we have request information about, or concerning, or regarding. Or request some information. That's what we usually say. We usually use the word some before the noun information. Then if we're talking about an event, we want to know when the event will happen. So the verb we need to use is be held. In other words, the verb hold in the passive voice. So where and when something is held. If we're going to use it in the future tense, we're going to say where or when it will be held. And an alternative way of expressing the same idea or performing the same function is to say where or when something takes place, or if we're going to use the future tense, where or when something will take place. To indicate that we are really interested in something, we can use the adverb keenly. So we can say, I am keenly interested in. I'm keenly interested in this competition, in this product, in this service, in this exhibition. And then to talk about where we found the information concerning the product or the service, we can use the preposition on with the website, the internet, or the social media. So we can say on your website, or on the internet, or on the social media. And finally, to tell them where they can find us, we can use the phrase, I can be reached at, and then our phone number. Okay. Well, I hope that was useful to you. If you liked it, please click the like button. And if you want to drop any comments below, you are most welcome to do so. You will have more models in the future, so watch out for more videos from Perfect English. Thank you for watching. Bye.